Hey guys, Bama Guitar Dude here. Wanted to talk to you a little bit today about my turkey bag, if you will, and basically all of the calls that I'm using nowadays for turkey hunting are homemade, and I just wanted to show them to you. Back behind me are a couple of fans, not all the fans, but a few of the fans turkeys that I've taken using these homemade calls, and it's very exciting to take a gobbler with a call that you've made or someone that you know is custom made for you. So I just wanted to show you my calls a little bit and talk to you a little bit about those. So one of the first homemade calls that I ever got was this box call here, and it's just a single-sided box call. And the way I ended up with this box call is I went hunting with a drummer friend of mine, and he pulled one of these out of his vest and started calling on it. And I was like, wow, where did you buy that? And he said, I didn't buy it. A friend of mine made it. And so I asked him, can he make me one? I'll pay him to make me one. It sounded so good. And he said, well, I'll just talk to him for you. And I forgot about it. Months went by, and my buddy Tom called me up and said, hey man, I got your turkey call. And I had even forgotten about it. So of course it sprang back to my memory, and I nearly got a speeding ticket trying to get to Tom's house to pick up the turkey call. But this thing has been really, really awesome. And I mean, it's loud and it's got fantastic rollover. I love the way it whines, and it just gets that two-note hen yelp fantastic, and you can cut and all that stuff on this turkey call. So that's my main box call that I use for turkey hunting now. So the next call is this mouth call here, and met a guy locally who was a competition caller, but he also had a homemade jig that he used to make turkey calls on. And so I reached out to him. I bought all the latex and stuff, and we got together one evening, and he listened to me call, and he said, man, you sound like a hen with laryngitis. So put my ego in check, but we messed around with a lot of different cuts, and he basically came up with a cut that he thought sounded good. So obviously I valued his opinion since he had listened to a bunch of people call. And the way I hold this call in my mouth is a little weird, but most times when I use a turkey call, it's when I've got a gobbler really close and I'm just trying to close the deal. So I normally just do little yelps and stuff. Just little stuff like that is mostly what I use a mouth call for these days. So a pipe smoking buddy of mine in Wisconsin, BadgerPiper, otherwise known as Brian, and I started talking about turkey hunting several years ago, and he said, hey, I have a woodworking shop, and one of my first turkey call was a Billy White slate call, walnut with slate top. And I didn't really want to hunt with it anymore because it had sentimental value. So I said, hey man, can you make me a slate call? So this is his walnut slate call that he custom made for me. And we had a few, going round and around and tuning it and stuff. But this is what that call sounds like. And I normally use this call when I'm purring or putting, So yeah, that is a really, really nice call. I'm very thankful that Brian made me that call and took the time to customize it for me. It's been the death of many birds. My last call that I take to the woods is a Wingbone. I posted a video yesterday about how to use one of these things. I actually tied on this is the tip of a fishing rod that I broke off, so I've done a serving of that to create a lanyard. And yeah, this is a newcomer to my arsenal of calls that I use when I go turkey hunting. I've only been using one for about 2.5 years, but it has really been a game changer for me, and I highly recommend that if you're serious about turkey hunting, you look into getting making your own Wingbone call, or maybe even buying a nice trumpet and adding that to your list of sounds and vocalizations. It's been an amazing addition to my set of calls here. So that's it. Those are all my homemade calls that I use. I pretty much don't even use anything that's store-bought anymore. These are the calls that I take to the woods, and it's been a blast killing turkeys with these calls that have all been made either by me or friends that I know. And yeah, so I just enjoy hunting with these calls, and hope you enjoyed this video. Take care. Bye-bye.